To run OpenSSL, we need a machine. Any OS should be okay, but in my case, I used Ubuntu in AWS, so I create EC2 instance. This machine will be deleted after I create a self-signed certificate, so I set the temporary name here. Alright, so this time I select Ubuntu. So you can use any other OS too, as long as OpenSSL is available should be okay. So I keep the latest version of the Ubuntu, which is 22.04. And then T2 micro is more than enough. And then select the key pair. So network case. So make sure this EC2 instance is available to remote login. So in my case, I select the Veggie VPC and make sure I select the public subnet and then public IP address is available. So existing security group. So in my case, external Linux, which is here. Okay. And then click launch. So before we log in, just check the security group. So I selected this remote Linux external one, so which opened port 22 against the internet. So that's why I should be able to remote access via the SSH connection. So let's wait until this EC2 instance is available. Right after a few minutes, let's check the status of this EC2 instance. Right, so this EC2 instance is running, so we should be able to remote login. So let's check this public IP address, which is this. I'm going to copy that and then open the terminal. Right, so I'm going to remote login to the EC2 instance. Username is Ubuntu, and then put the public IP address and hit enter. Type yes. Right, so now we log in to the EC2 instance. Right, so let's clear that. Alright, so let's update the OS first. Okay, so update has been done. So I'm going to install one command which I use in this video, which is tree command. So hit enter. Alright, it's done. Let's clear the page. Alright, so now we are going to create some folder before we create a certificate. The first thing, let's check the current folder. Right, so now we are in home Ubuntu. Right, so let's create one folder. So any folder name is okay, but in this case, I create practice. So name is a practice. Hit enter. So let's go to the practice folder. Right, so now we are in the Ubuntu practice folder. So next step is we are going to create some folder for self-signed certificate. So this command is handy to create 3 folder and then 5 folder underneath. Let's run it. Right, so let's check the structure of the folder. The type tree. So you can see the 3 parents folder, and underneath you can see the 5 subfolder. So same structure. So this is the meaning of this command. So all the command I'm going to run here is you can get from my blog page. So don't worry about it. You just watch it, and then once you're ready, just grab this command to run it. Okay. Right, so next one is I'm going to change the security for the private folder, which you can see here, here, and then there. So private is we have to protect from the other people to see it. So to do this, So this command is going to change the security of private folder underneath each folder. So let's run it. All right. We are going to check the status. To do this, right, so hit enter. So you can see that this CA folder has private here. So this private folder is only access to the root user. So this owner user can see it. But the other user, group user, the other user cannot see this folder because it's private folder. Same settings apply to each private folder. You can see like this and this. So, so this is the meaning of this command, right? Okay. Right, so now we are going to create some files underneath. So let's clear the page. And the first, we are going to create index file. So to do this, right, hit enter. So when we see from the tree, you can see the index file has created under the CA folder, also under the mid CA folder. So this is the meaning of this command, right? Okay, so next one is we are going to create a serial folder. So let's clear the page. And then before we create, let me run this command first. Right, so this command. So this command is going to generate this type of serial number. So we are going to add those serial number to the serial file. So to do this, we run the same command and it redirect to the serial file, which is right, CA serial first. And the next one is mid CA serial. Right? So after that, let's check the status by tree command. Right, so you can see the serial file underneath the CA folder and also underneath the mid CA folder. Right, so this is the serial file. Right, so let's check the serial file just in case. Right, you can see the contents of the serial file. So the other one too. Right, so we generate a serial file like this. Right, so let's clear the page. So we are going to create configuration file. So let's start from CA folder. So file name is ca.conf and hit enter. And then copy the content from my blog page and then paste it here. Right? And then save and close it. So when we check from the tree command, you can see the CA conf was created under CA. So same way we are going to create another one under the mid CA folder. Right? So file name is mid-ca.conf. Right? Hit enter. In the same way, you copy the contents from my blog page and then paste it. Okay, and then save and close it. Alright, so let's check from the tree command. Right, so now we can see the mid-ca conf here. Alright, so let's clean the page. Alright, so this is just for your information. You can check the original configuration file. Right, so file name is openssl.cnf. When you hit enter, you can see all the original contents of configuration file you just copy from my blog page. You can create your own configuration file, that's fine. But from the start, maybe just use my configuration file first. And then once you're familiar with it, then start customizing your configuration file. This is my suggestion. Alright, so we successfully create a folder and files for OpenSSL. Now we are ready to create a self-signed certificate. So from the next video, we are going to start from the root CA certificate.